Hey everybody, it's another Bag and Board Bite. This time we've got the whole crew here.
And we're all wearing hats.
And shirts.
What?
But no pants.
No pants.
None.
Never.
You
Except
can
to see
see
John's.
mine.
And congratulations, Internet. We have found the largest microphone in history for this. It's not a camera trick.
It's a novelty microphone.
What's also not novelty is what happened to Robin in Batman Incorporated #8 from DC Comics, written by Grant Morrison, art by Chris Burnham. Paul, you bought this one.
Yes, I did. I've been following this run for a while now. Well, since, what was it? When Damian was first announced, or came into existence, 7 years ago?
Yeah,
It's
about
like
7 years
2006, maybe?
They actually did this research online for us, so we don't need to do anything. But this is Grant Morrison's character to do what he wants with it, and all of DC knew this was going to be the plan of R.I.P. Robin in pieces. So, I don't have any... Is everything okay? Are you leaning...
I was trying to... Because you're, like, veering off there. There we go.
I'm veering off on my point, too, which is, hey, let Damian be dead. It's fine. I don't care. It's Grant Morrison's character. His plan was to kill this character off. So be it.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Damian was probably going to die during the Death in the Family crossover that we had. When he didn't, I was surprised, and then there was this whole big thing coming out. The cover for this was actually leaked by a retailer in New York City 2 weeks before the issue came out, and it caused this whole big stir, and I was like, uh-oh, John's not going to be happy about this. And I think, John, like, you were the only one that's like, they're not going to kill him. They can't kill him. Listen to, like, I think it was episode, like, 167, because John was like,
we haven't done 162 yet.
It was a week or two before this book came out, and you got some great character moments with Damian in this. I think more than, the Joker and Death in the Family, or Death of the Family, this is going to be the hardest blow for all those members of the Bat family. Losing their own, and it kind of like I lost complete track of like Death of the Family. Like what happened in there doesn't mean as much as what's happened in this book to me. And you do have a really good farewell with Damian in here. You get that last great moment with
Nightwing
and himself.
Which was fun.
Which needed to happen.
Yeah. And you got him, saving... what's that chick's name? What's the girl in that? In this book.
It was like... It's not... It's one of Lucius Fox's daughters or something. Is that what you're thinking about?
Her? Oh. Isn't she, like, who you're planning on...
That's not Harper Row.
Oh, that's not Harper Row?
No, she's just a girl that was working at the, like, weird science museum, medical facility. I don't even know.
It's Grant Morrison. It's a science museum facility
that's also a
Wayne
museum.
Enterprises.
And she's, like, the only person working there that wasn't mind-washed by Leviathan. And that's what the story's been about. One of the clones, because we learn also earlier in the Batman Incorporated that it wasn't a one-night stand that caused Damian to be born. He's a test tube baby. And there's many test tube babies involved.
Every test tube baby I've ever known has just been a little bit of a prick, so that explains Damian's behavior.
Oh, a little bit of a prick. Oh, come on, Chris, you're better than that.
I'm obviously not.
But Damian will always be, even when after Batman Rebirth, or whatever you want to call it, what was it? Batman...
Reborn.
He always felt more like Dick Grayson's Robin to Dick Grayson's Batman than he has felt with Bruce Wayne. And it just never really fit. Like, this, pestilent child trying to get the admiration and respect from his father, who's Batman. You can't be one better than Batman, because Batman is the best at what he does. All he does is win.
He's just Batman. He Batmans everything.
Yeah, he is Batman. So you can't create a character that is more Batman than Batman.
Well, go ahead.
I actually liked... I really liked I liked Damian and Dick, but I liked Bruce and Damian, and I liked that kid always trying to get the approval of his father, and his father loving him but not making sure that he's going to do things right by the book, by his book. And Damian always, over the years, getting to that point where Batman thinks he should be. And I've liked that. I've liked him in Peter Tomasi's Batman and Robin. I've liked that book going on. And I did enjoy Damian in Batman Inc. with Batman, too, with Grant Morrison writing him. I do hope that we get Damian back, which I imagine it probably won't happen, but I really do. I liked the character.
I honestly, I don't need him back. I don't know. I feel like he was around for like 6 years as he was. He did what he was supposed to do. Grant Morrison planned this out from the beginning. Time to move on. I just wish this had happened in the pages of Death of the Family, because I think it would have not just resonated more for this, but also would have helped out that story a little bit more, maybe. Because I feel like this right after Death of the Family, like a month after, almost overshadowing the fact that, okay, no, the family's broken up. This isn't that, like, going to bring them back together. Mm-hmm. I think this would have been perfect if this had happened in there, instead of just like a side story done by Grant Morrison, because Grant Morrison does what he likes. And
that was the problem with Batman Incorporated after the New 52 initiative. All of this story felt like a side story because it started after the New 52. It started after the Court of the Owls started, so we were like reading this being like, yeah, secret society that has made Gotham kind of go crazy. Man, we read this in Scott Snyder's Court of the Owls, and it's so much better.
Yeah.
So we kind of stopped. I know we all kind of stopped paying attention a little bit to this, and then when we heard the news that maybe something big's happening, Robin dying, we were like, oh, I know. I felt like I better reread the series just to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I don't think I did. Yeah. Even now, like rereading it.
Even just reading this issue, and I haven't read any of the other ones, I thought there were pages missing from your issue, Paul, because it goes right from Damian getting stabbed to, okay, he's dead in Batman's arms. Like, I was like, is there a page sticking? Because there's no flow to it there. Like, I think this was kind of sloppy.
It definitely works out.
Yeah, because he's flying down with a man-bat. And then,
Yeah.
It has dealt with, Batman trying to keep Damian locked away and safe because he knew that people were out there gunning for him. But just for the quick and sudden death is kind of surprising. But I am really glad, and if you're only going to read this issue and you haven't read any of the old Batman stuff where Dick Grayson was Batman, then don't even bother, because you have no attachment to the character. So the whole payoff of this issue is Damian being Robin with Nightwing and hanging out again, and them like, man, what would Dick Grayson do without me? And then Dick Grayson saying the same thing about Damian. It just, their interplay and having their almost Sundance Kid moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just works so well. And
that was probably my favorite. That was my favorite part of the book. Mm-hmm. And I feel this got so much attention. There's so many news articles about it. Like, even the day that it came out, it was like you couldn't avoid the spoilers for it because it was everywhere. But I don't know, I wish it had been a little bit better handled. Like, I don't feel like it was a must-read issue. Mm-hmm. The thing that made it a must-read is the fact that it was such a blown-up story. Like, it was like, hey, read this. It wasn't well handled, I guess. I don't know.
The books that are coming out this week, or that came out the week after this, do have basically this cover in it, and it says Requiem with this R down here, and in memoriam of Damian Wayne, and it has the years that he lived. And then almost every 18th issue for the Batman family is going to be the stunning aftermath of Damian's death. Like, Batgirl's doing it, Batman's doing it. I think Nightwing has it. Yeah.
Nightwing. I even think Red Hood's got one.
Yeah, Red Hood has one too. So this is kind of weird to have, like Chris was saying, outside of the Death of the Family book, and happening just 3 weeks after the conclusion of Death of the Family. Like,
because all those issues too had a right after Death of the Family, they all had an issue. Then you have this. Then their next issue is dealing with this.
No, all the issue. Yeah, well, yeah, there was issue 17 for right after Death of the Family yeah. So it's like kind of an event fatigue without having an event, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
within our monthlies. But Damian Wayne being dead, 2 of us say okay. John, you're.
I like Damian. I like that character.
Yeah, I liked him too, but I don't need him. I'm looking forward to Harper Row, and if you're looking forward to more Pagan board fights, let us know right down below.
Or if you have a Robin suggestion, check us out down below with this big microphone.
Right on my
I like
pants.
when Paul keeps correcting himself.
Well, because I can't tell.
That microphone's huge. Look at it.
And also, it's like working in a mirror. It's very.
And you have a hat.
I know. I keep on I can't even touch. I think my symbol's over here, but it's over here. It's very confusing.
No.